think of Ferrari, but it's not one of those famous Ferraris, once seen as the pinnacle of speed and luxury. Ferrari 365 GT 2+2. At the time, this car was called the Queen Mother, but over the years it disappeared. Today, we take a journey into the story of the Ferrari 365 GT 2+2 and discover how this forgotten legend rewrote the definitions of luxury and speed. In the late 1960s, Ferrari established itself in the automotive market for speed and performance. Although Ferrari made its reputation through motor racing, Enzo Ferrari always had a soft spot for the most luxurious and expensive cars the company produced. 2+2s. Perhaps this was because these were the cars that contributed most to Ferrari's profits due to their high prices, but the experience of driving them has always had a certain imperious appeal. But Enzo Ferrari had big ambitions. He wanted the Ferrari brand to be the choice not only for sports car lovers, but also for those looking for comfort and luxury. With this vision, the Ferrari 365 GT 2+2 was born. It is a masterpiece of Italian design, in the spirit of Italian grandeur, with details that reflect Ferrari's mastery. So what made the 365 GT so different? In fact, the Ferrari 365 GT 2+2 had an engine that defied the GT standards of the time, 4.4-litre V12. This engine was so powerful that it produced 320 horsepower. This made it one of the fastest Grand Tourers of the time. The car accelerated from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just a few seconds. The maximum speed of the vehicle was 245 kilometers per hour. This speed performance made the car a favorite in the automotive world. The first 2+2 was the 250 GTE, which made room for its rear passengers by moving the engine to the front of the car, but keeping the wheelbase unchanged. By the time its successor arrived in the form of the 330 GT 2+2, the model had become commercially important enough to merit its own special longer wheelbase. Midway through production of the 330 GT 2+2, a 5-speed gearbox was added and the technical sophistication of the vehicle was further developed for the third iteration of the model, the 365 GT 2+2. The engine was increased to 4.4 litres, providing plenty of torque to suit the vehicle's mission, and for the first time, independent rear suspension combined with a torque tube arrangement. Exclusive, only 36 units were built, and with a styling that mirrored the incredibly expensive 500 Superfast, the 365 GT 2+2 was a commercial success for Ferrari, selling more than 1,000 units. The Ferrari 365 GT 2+2 captivated everyone not only with its speed, but also with its interior design. The handmade floors, the neat interior design made this car stand out. So how did the car that was worked on so diligently get forgotten so quickly? Despite all these features, the 365 GT 2+2 did not attract enough attention. Although the car's luxury performance and design were at a very high level for the time, Ferrari lovers were always in search of speed and sportiness. Perhaps because the GT 365 was ahead of its time, it was underappreciated and forgotten over time. So what do you think about the 365 GT 2+2? So we tried to give a forgotten legend the credit it deserves.